Okay, it is July 29th, my dad's birthday, and so I thought I would make him this video to show him how our garden is doing, so that he can enjoy how little things have grown here in Colorado compared to Maryland. The first stop is the rhubarb over here, which is looking kind of chewed up by some insect. The hops are doing quite well. They are growing all around the fence, and I think that these are going to turn into the hop flowers that you make beer with. So yeah, we have both. The Cascade ones aren't doing quite as well, but the Columbus ones are really going nuts. Okay, now onto the garden itself. Oh, hi Archie. What are you doing? Gate is still working quite well. And the grapes are doing really well. It took this one a while. I think this one is the Black Manuka grape. And it's really, as you can see, it has a lot of new growth on it up here. And it's making its way up the fence. The other one's doing even better. I believe this is called the Himrod grape, and it has a nice solid woody foundation here. And it's just going up to the heavens. And it's really, I don't know if you can see, but it's really got a nice grip onto the fence here in a number of places. So yeah, maybe by the end of the summer it will have reached the top of the fence and can kind of go over the whole arbor, and that'll be pretty nice. Okay, what's next? As we get sort of an overview here to see that the winter squash and the zucchinis have really taken over the garden in a big way. Okay, so we'll have to step through them and get over to the raspberries, which have gone from basically nothing to some of them are quite tall here, almost as tall as the chain link fence. And there's actually, I think I saw earlier, a few ripe ones, so that's exciting. And they're pretty, maybe it's not quite ripe, I'll eat it anyway. Yeah, it's pretty good though, actually. Okay. And then here, got a pretty good sized pumpkin. I think this is a pumpkin. I'm a bit confused about the winter squash, but yeah, pumpkin there. Another little pumpkin here. Another pumpkin, which is more yellow than the rest. I'm not sure why. Oh, and then this is my prized possession, the buttercup squash. And so this is a really nice long stem here with a big old buttercup squash right here. And I think there's another one. Oh yeah, a slightly smaller buttercup squash. Very nice. And it's just snaking all along here. Over here, we got some beets that are coming along. I think they're getting sort of shadowed by the zucchini, which took over, so they're not doing perhaps as good as they could be doing. But okay. Here we have a few carrots that are still kind of just puttering along. Oh, and getting shaded by the zucchinis are the strawberries, which are really doing well. We've gotten a lot of strawberries out here. They produce 1 or 2 a day, and you got to be quick to get them before the birds, but you can see lots of berries on them. They're really taking off. And over here are the potatoes. Potatoes are pretty tall, pretty successful. We had them for dinner the other night. They were about golf ball size, and yeah, really good. Oh, the pepper plants didn't get very big, but we got a nice pepper on this one, and some nice, I think these are going to be Anaheim peppers on this one, and maybe a jalapeno or something here. I'm not quite sure what that one is. Tomato plants. This one, I don't know what kind of tomato this is going to be, but there are a lot of them. This one's very tall. Like, this is actually, maybe I'll hold it out here, but this tomato's close to as tall as I am. And a few little tomatoes. This is the Aunt Ruby's green tomato. So I think these are going to be, when they're ripe, they're going to still be green, which is interesting and probably delicious. Oh, this is cool. An artichoke plant with 2 artichokes on it. This one's pretty good sized. I think it'll, soon we can eat it maybe, and this one's still pretty tiny, but the plant's kind of neat. It's very prehistoric looking. Over here in this bed, this is the one that you and Mom helped plant, and it looks wilted right now because it's very hot today, but the celery is really doing fine, and it looks good in the evenings. It just kind of wilts over in the middle of the day to protect itself, I think. These onions are doing nicely. Seems to probably be a big onion in there. I'll maybe dig one up soon. Also in this bed, there's the cornsies. These are some sort of Indian decorative corn, and as you can see, they've got like nice tassels on them, which is pretty cool. Down below, there are some zucchini plants. We've actually gotten at least one zucchini off each of these plants so far. Let me see if I can get one that's growing so you can see what they look like. They're really weird looking ones. Yeah, they look like this. So they're not like a traditional zucchini. They have these ridges on them, but they taste pretty close to the same thing. Very, very delicious. We eat them a little bit bigger than this, but don't let them get too big. Oh, you guys also planted these cabbages. The red one's coming along pretty well. The green one is also pretty good. It's a sort of softball-sized cabbage here. I'll let it get a little bit bigger and then eat that. Oh, hidden back here. I'm going to find the best way to get at these. It's probably up and over the fence. There are... Where are they hiding? Oh, yeah. Can you see the pickling cucumber in there? There's a couple pickling cucumbers. They're hiding from me now, though. Oh, here's what they look like when they're very tiny. And they have lovely flowers. There's a cucumber plant right here. Oh, yeah, here's the other one. Where is its cucumber? Oh, it's here somewhere. They're very hard to find. The greens really blend together in this garden. Let's re-enter here. Oh, yes. And then, come to more tomato plants. This is the Cherokee Purple that you bought for us, and it's got some, at that plant sale in North Boulder, got some very nice tomatoes on it. Next to a row of carrots. These will be purple carrots, and some sage right here that, oh, it smells delicious. Additionally, this is the Mortgage Lifter tomato, and this one is literally as tall as I am. Maybe you can see it's coming right up to my head here. Has no tomatoes on it yet, but I think it's going to get its act together soon. Here's a tomatillo plant that we got that I should have done the research first to figure out that tomatillos they're self-infertile, so you need 2 of them to produce fruit. So they're not going to produce any fruit, but it's good to see how well it grows. It's taken up a giant area, so it's very impressive. And I think there's more peppers here. Yeah, it's hard to get to due to the squash. But yeah, and the pepper there maybe you can see. And more pumpkins galore. And a squash that, I don't know, maybe Mom can help us with this. This one, I don't know if it's a winter, good view of it, or a summer squash. So it feels kind of squishy, so I almost want to eat one as a summer squash, but I really have no idea. And I don't remember buying the seeds for it, so I'm quite perplexed. But yeah, over here there's a lot of pretty good size green beans, which are pretty tasty. Yep, I was right, they're tasty. Oh, and the peas are pretty much finished, but there's still a few peas hanging out right there. And oh yeah, here's an onion that got all sprouty in the sitting on the shelf, and it's produced these really nice onion blossoms. So we're going to see what that does. It looks like it's sprouted into 2 onions, which is interesting. Oh, here's a rosemary plant you guys got us. It's going pretty gung-ho. Oh, delicious rosemary. Oh, and Eli planted some sunflowers over here too that are pretty good size, that are about chest height. They really seem to be doing quite well. I'm hoping they're going to produce some seeds that we can roast. I think that's about all the good things in the garden. So, I hope you enjoyed the tour. And, oh, wait. Here's what I forgot. An eggplant. It only made 1. I thought it would produce more, but it's kind of cool, and it supports it on this really quite a thin stem. It's holding this huge eggplant. So that's kind of interesting. But, yeah, that's the garden. And we're looking forward to all these crazy winter squash and tomatoes to be ripe. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Goodbye.